G'day, crypto enthusiasts. Have you seen the headlines today? There's big moves brewing in the market, and I can't wait to dive into them with you. Before we kick off, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, because you don't want to miss the next wave of crypto news. Okay, let's get cracking. First up, we've got news number one, and it's a real economy shaker. Former President Trump has announced a 30% tariff on imports from the European Union and Mexico, effective August 1st. That's right, starting next month, a significant chunk of EU and Mexican exports to the US will face a hefty duty. The official line is this is to tackle trade imbalances and stem fentanyl flows at the border. But, as you'd expect, global markets are jittery. According to Reuters, investors are already warning of inflationary pressure and potential retaliatory measures by the EU. What does that mean for crypto? Well, traditional markets, especially the euro and European equities, have taken a hit, and that ripples hit digital assets too. We saw Bitcoin slide from around 118K to roughly 113K, Ether dip 3 to 4%, and XRP remains surprisingly steady with small fluctuations CoinDesk. That resilience in XRP is notable, suggests either crypto is decoupling a bit, or maybe traders are hedging with certain altcoins. Here's my take. This tariff news is a short-term headline grabber, but crypto has matured. The macro risk-off mood will ripple through, but unless trade wars escalate, digital assets like Bitcoin and Ether could rebound quickly. Especially with institutions still piling in, this might even create a short-term buying opportunity on the dip. Seamless segue into news number two. Market structure signals are flashing green. Traders are now eyeing a $130,000 Bitcoin. It all began when BTC decisively broke resistance in the 107K, 108K zone. Technical analyst Katie Stockton calls it a classic cup and handle formation with MACD support and believes that could spark another 14% rally to approximately 134K. Other chart watchers see a clean breakout with short squeezes pushing prices higher and targets in the 130K, 135K range. In plain English, Bitcoin's been consolidating under 108K for weeks. Once that ceiling was blasted through, it freed up momentum. That's why now everyone's talking about 130K by Q3. If that happens, and we're already halfway there at 118K, it sets the stage for what could be a runaway rally. My analysis? Momentum trades can fuel rapid gains, especially in low-supply environments. But here's the kicker. If macro triggers, like these tariffs, reignite, we could see volatility spike. So while the structure supports a push to 130K, it's not a guaranteed straight line, probable with some choppy waters. And now for our news number three, closing with an institutional powerhouse forecast. Matt Hougan, the CIO of Bitwise, recently doubled down on his prediction that Bitcoin could reach $200,000 by the end of 2025. His rationale: a looming supply crunch. Miners are expected to produce around 165K BTC this year, but institutional buyers and even governments have already scooped up more than that. ETFs have drawn in about $6 billion in inflows, and the traditional supply-demand model is being reshaped. That's huge. He goes on to say that once sellers who've been holding since the 100K mark are done selling, the next logical step is 200K. We're talking about a structural shift. And with consistent ETF inflows, regulatory clarity improving, and macro risks making Bitcoin look like a solid hedge, this isn't just hype. It's a thesis backed by real metrics. So my take, that 200K projection isn't pie in the sky. It's anchored in real dynamics, supply shrink, demand expansion, increased legitimacy. Of course, it hinges on institutional flow continuing and no major black swans in the macro sphere. But if the current trend holds, Hougan's model is grounded and credible. It's a perfect storm, or cocktail depending how you look at it, of geopolitics, technical charting, and institutional fundamentals. It shows how layered the crypto markets have become. Now let me toss the mic to you. Which of these stories do you think will dominate the next few weeks? Will the tariffs drag markets down more, or will crypto keep surging regardless? Do you believe Bitcoin can actually hit 130K soon, or even 200K before New Year's? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Is it realistic or just speculative? Today we've seen a macro flash from Trump's tariffs triggering a short-term risk-off in crypto. A technical breakout pushing Bitcoin toward 130K amid bullish sentiment. A structural fundamental thesis aiming for 200K based on supply-demand shifts. It's a perfect storm, or cocktail, depending how you look at it, of geopolitics, technical charting, and institutional fundamentals. It shows how layered the crypto markets have become. Now, let me toss the mic to you. Which of these stories do you think will dominate the next few weeks? Will the tariffs drag markets down more, or will crypto keep surging regardless? Do you believe Bitcoin can actually hit 130K soon, or even 200K before New Year's? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Is it realistic or just speculative? If this video added value, smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't yet. Don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as our next crypto news drop lands. And hey, I want your opinion, so tell me, are we heading for a bull run or a bear trap? Let's get the conversation rolling.